let's have a look at question 3. So this is a vector question. Let's have a look. A particle P of mass 4 kg is at rest at the point A on a smooth horizontal plane. At time t equal to 0, two forces F1 equal to 4I minus j Newton and F2 equal to lambda I plus mu j Newton, where lambda and mu are constants, are applied to P. Given that P moves in the direction of the vector 3I plus j, part A wanted to show that lambda minus 3 mu plus 7 equal to 0. So every time when they're talking about the direction of the motion, so it's either something to do with the velocity vector. And then obviously this one, we don't have velocity given. Yeah, so then the second one, we just use the forces. So if we have something to do with the velocity, we use the velocity vector. And if you have force, then we use the force vector. So this one, we only have two forces act on the particle, F1 and F2. So we can easily find the resultant force. So to work out the resultant force, F, that's just F1 plus F2, which is 4 negative 1 plus lambda mu. So that will just be 4 plus lambda and negative 1 plus mu. And then if this particle moves in the direction of the vector 3I plus j, so that means, so the direction of the motion should be the same as the direction of the resultant force. So that's why we find the vector for the resultant force first. And then we know this force vector has to be parallel to 3I because they are in the same direction. So if those two vectors are parallel to each other, we can just do 4 plus lambda divided by 3, and that will be equal to negative 1 plus mu divided by 1. So because they are parallel, the scale factor for each component has to be the same. So if we use I divided by I and then j divided by j, then we can get the scale factor for the I component and the scale factor for the j component. And since they are parallel, the scale factor will be the same. That's why we let them equal to each other. So once we let them equal, we just cross multiply them. So 4 plus lambda times by 1, just 4 plus lambda. 3 times by negative 1 plus mu is negative 3 plus 3 mu. So then minus 3 mu for both sides and plus 3 for both sides, we get what we want. Yeah. And then at time t equal to 4 seconds, P passes through the point B. And then given that lambda equal to 2, find the length of AB. So if we want to find out the length, so length is the magnitude of the displacement. So we need to find the displacement vector. So we have F. So F equal ma. We can find the acceleration vector first. So but before that, we just substitute in the value of lambda. So if lambda is equal to 2, so substitute in 2 minus 3 mu plus 7 equal to 0. So 9 minus 3 mu equal to 0. So then 3 mu has to be equal to 9. So mu is equal to 3. So if mu is equal to 3, then we will have F is just equal to, so 4 plus mu, which is 4 plus lambda. So lambda is 2, just 4 plus 2. And negative 1 plus mu is 3. Then we have 6 and 2 at the vector of the resultant force. So then F equal ma. So 6, 2 is equal to mass, which is 4 times by acceleration. So acceleration is just equal to 6 divided by 4, which can be simplified to 3 over 2. And then 2 over 4, which is 1/2. So that would be the acceleration vector. And then acceleration integrate to velocity. So velocity would be 3 over 2t and then 1 over 2t plus c. Because they said the particle is at a rest at point A. So that means when t equal to 0, like v is equal to 0. So that means 0 is equal to, put in 0 is just 0 plus c. So c is equal to 0. So we have our velocity vector v equal to 3 over 2t and then 1 over 2t plus 0, which is just this. And then now we need to work out our displacement vector. So integrate that. Displacement vector will be 3 over 2t squared over 2 and then 1 over 2t squared over 2 plus c. So then r is equal to 3 over 4t squared and a 1 over 4t squared plus c. And now we want to work out the length. So the length is just the magnitude of the displacement. So first we work out the position at point A and then the position at point B. Then that would be minus them would be the displacement. So to work out the displacement at B, we know when t equal to 4, P passes through point B. So we just let t equal to 4. So if t is equal to 4, then we have r is equal to 3 over 4 times by 4 square, and then 1 over 4 times by 4 square plus c. So put into the calculator 3 over 4 times by 4 square, that would be 12. And then 1 over 4 times by 4 square, that would be just 4. And then plus c. And if we have t equal to 0, we can work out the other one. So if we let t equal to 0, then r is just equal to, so put in 0 is just 0, so just c. So that means the vector AB should just be 12, 4 plus c minus c, which is just 12, 4. So the length of AB is just a magnitude. You can just do square root of 12 square plus 4 square. Then that will be the answer. So square root of 12 square plus 4 square, put into the calculator, that will be 4 root 10. Then that will be our final answer.
Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, you can leave some comment. And then if you find the video helpful, please like it and subscribe it. May the A star be with you.